welcome to another episode of Walking Movies. I'm Nick, and as you can see, I'm walking to the movies. I also thought I'd give you a preview of what I actually look like when I go and see a film. I wear my glasses outside. I don't normally wear my glasses. I can wear my glasses outside, but my vision basically is fine. I don't need to, really. But when I like to watch films or play games and stuff, or use my screen for work, then this is what I look like. Well, this is one pair of my glasses. This is the pair I leave in the bag for cinema use. The other pair I leave at home at times. Today, I am going to see Hitman, a new film from Richard Linklater. Today, it's the early evening, it's tonight, I'm seeing the new film from director Richard Tonight I'm seeing the new film by Richard Linklater. It's only taken me 3 attempts to say that name right, or at least I think I have. His new film called Hitman, starring and co-written by Glen Powell. Now, Richard Linklater's got quite the kind of resume of films. School of Rock, the Before trilogy, most recently Apollo 10.5, still streaming on Netflix. And this is his latest film, which is going to Netflix, but has had a bit of a cinema release. It's strange, with a lot of films that are going to Netflix, they'll get a very small, limited run at the cinema, mostly at independents or art houses. This one's actually showing at my local cinema, and I think it's because the season's not really taken off. I mean, look, I enjoyed films like The Fall Guy, but they have not been doing well at the box office. So this is coming out, and in fact it's the biggest new release at the moment. There's very little coming out next weekend. So I thought I would go and see this film. I don't know anything about it. I saw one person say it was good, and I thought, well, I need something to watch, so let's go and watch this film and see if I agree. I do generally like Richard Linklater's films, and I like Glen Powell as an actor, so why not give it a shot and see what it's like. But what do I think of Hitman? Well, I'll tell you after this. So I've now seen Hitman, and I had a really good time. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't what I was expecting, but then I was kind of basing it on the title alone, and that doesn't really give you the full story of what it is. It's a film loosely based on true events, loosely doing a lot of the work there, but it's a good film. It's entertaining, it's funny, it's not... I just had a quick look at the critical reception, and saw it mentioned as a black comedy. I guess it is a black comedy, but I wouldn't have said it's an out... Well, it's not an out-and-out comedy, but I would say it's more a kind of study of identity. Yeah, I would say that. I think that's a much better way of looking at the main kind of plot of the film, is about how people can adapt to situations. Something I very familiar with, but not in a way that Glen Powell does it. And look, I mean, Glen Powell is someone that I only... well, I don't know if that was his big breakthrough, it certainly was for me, but was in Top Gun Maverick, where he was kind of a scene stealer. And, you know, he's having quite a career. And this is another... He's great. He's got a really good performance in this film. And, yeah, if you're in any doubt about his ability to act, this film should kind of answer those questions. Adria Arjona is one of the main characters in the film. She's someone that is encountered during the film and then kind of plays more into the plot. I'm being very nondescript about it, because I'll be honest, I went into the film blind, and I think you'll probably enjoy it more if you do. Like, don't see a trailer. You know, this is a film that I knew nothing about other than when it was announced. I heard when it was announced, and I didn't even know it was coming out until I saw it pop up on the listings at my cinema. So yeah, I'm trying to be quite cagey about what the film's actually about or what role she plays, but she's great. I thought I recognised her. I looked her up. She was in Morbius, but I'm not sure I remember in that film. I mean, I think because I try and block that film out as much as possible. But yeah, it's a really fun film, just under 2 hours, so not a bad length. It didn't feel like it outstayed its welcome. In fact, it kind of ended a bit abruptly. I wasn't expecting it to stop as it did. But it wasn't a bad thing. Like, obviously not obviously, but it's based on an article from a magazine, and that is the basis of the story. So that probably had like a conclusion as well, similar to it. What am I going to give it? I'm going to give Hitman an 8 out of 10. Now, the question is always, should you go and see this at the cinema? Well, I've just given a film an 8 out of 10, but this film is on Netflix from the 7th of June, a week away from this review going live, pretty much. And so it's hard to recommend a film that you're probably already getting on Netflix, if you've got Netflix, of course. And I'll be honest, like, I have Netflix out of habit more than anything else, and I often go through it and think, I wish there was something new to watch. Like, I end up watching a load of older content, or like at the moment I'm watching the last season of It's Always Sunny, because I've seen everything else. So I kind of have to say, if you've got a Netflix subscription, don't pay to see this at the cinema. You know, it looks great. I saw it in a really good screen, my favourite screen actually in the cinema. So you know, it looks good on a big screen, but it's not a film that demands to be seen on a big screen, if that makes sense. So if you've got a Netflix subscription, I would say wait for Netflix. If you don't, and you're looking for a film to go and see at the cinema like I was today, then go and see Hitman. You know, I really had a good time. It was not what I expected, but it was very enjoyable. And yeah, I am going to recommend this one to friends and family, because they don't normally watch my reviews of stuff. So I'll definitely recommend it. So that's it. Looking at the cinema, there's nothing out. Nothing out this weekend. Also, I got it confused at the beginning of this. This came out on the 24th of May, so I'm seeing it a week into its run, pretty much. But yeah, there's nothing. Bad Boys for Life, I think it's called, is out next week, next Wednesday. I haven't seen the third one, which could, for all I know, be called Bad Boys for Life. I've got very confused with what the Bad Boys series is like. The last one I watched was 2. But, you know, I might go and see this one, in which case I will go and watch 3 beforehand, obviously. But it's a bit quiet after that. We've got some, you know, big films coming out. We've got the biker film. Is it called The Biker Men? The Highwaymen? I don't know. With Tom Hardy doing another ridiculous accent, and Jodie Comer and Austin Butler. Looks pretty fun. We've also got Inside Out 2 coming out in June, but towards the back end of June. So I don't know what I'm going to be seeing for the next few weeks. And my pass expires during that time, which I am going to renew, I think. But I'm going to have to look at what else is coming out this year, because, you know, it's been a funny year. It's been a funny year. The summer season has been a bit of a dud. As I said, I've enjoyed a lot of the films that come out, but people just are not going to the cinema at the moment, and I'm not entirely sure why. There was a thread on Threads that I replied to where someone's complaining about going to see the Fall Guy and said, well, this is why people don't go to the cinema. It's cost me like 70 quid, 2 adults and 2 children. It's to see the film in IMAX. You don't have to see a film in IMAX at any time. That's a luxury. If you choose to, then that's fine. But don't turn around and say, well, this is so expensive. Well, yes, you're buying the most expensive tickets for 4 people. But people, I think, are waiting for streaming, which is fine. It's their prerogative. To me, there's nothing that beats the cinema experience for those big films. But I know a lot of people don't want to wait, and I understand that as well. So, what a weird way to end an episode. But there you go. Hitman, go and see. It's a good film. So, until next time, as always, remember, the Flynn lives.